Welcome to Average Joe's Fantasy Sports Podcast, where we bring you news, notes, and more to help you win your championship fantasy football league. Stay tuned and listen in for the great information we have for you today.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Average Joe's Fantasy Sports Podcast, baby. We back at it again.
Yes, sir.
Got some awesomeness for y'all. But first, introductions. You got me, Corey.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Scott.
Hey, back at it again today. We're going to give you a little preview of what we think about
The Thursday night game.
Thursday night game.
Yeah. Between the Houston Texans and
Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
This is going to be a boring one, y'all. But it's exciting in the fact that Deshaun Watson getting his first start. It's going to be nice. Pretty excited about that. The Heisman Trophy, not the Heisman Trophy winner, the freaking
National
Championship winner. Wow, dude, I was thinking of Lamar Jackson too early. We're going to talk about him next year. But
no, I think that means good things for the receiving corps. So.
Oh yeah. And for Lamar Miller, he's finally got a quarterback that can help spread the ball around, and then since there'll be catches going, he'll be able to run. He'll be able to get yards. He won't have 8 in the box constantly. Exactly. And it's looking like my pick's probably going to be a good one. But, I don't know. I think that it opens up so much for DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, he found...
Wow.
Wow, I already forgot his name. DeAndre Hopkins right away. He got his touchdown there.
He kept throwing it to him.
Yep. Kept aiming his way, so that was good. He only threw one interception, so that was good against Baltimore's defense where... Oh, that's not against Baltimore's defense. Sorry, totally spacing out. I don't know why I said that.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Jacksonville's defense.
Sorry, I got the AFC East on my mind,
yeah.
So... You know...
But
I was going to say with Cincinnati Bengals, they look bad against Baltimore, and they looked horrendous. So, that being said, that's what I'm saying, Watson has a chance.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at here. Because they're going to have opportunities to have the ball almost the whole game if the Houston D can play like they're supposed to.
Right.
Not like they played last week against Jacksonville, which is an absolute fluke, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Well, I feel like it's a fluke for both teams, though. Because Andy Dalton's going to come back with fire. He's going to be like, look, we played against a really good defense, but I played like trash. I'm going to be better.
Except for Cushing. That might be a little hurtful.
Yeah, 10 weeks now. He's out for 10 weeks
Wow.
because he's using performance-enhancing drugs.
Well, then that and J.J. Watt. Then you get
He hurt his arm. Yeah, his finger, yeah. But it's J.J. Watt, dude. He'd play with a broken shoulder. He'd play with a broken collarbone. He'd play with a torn ACL.
Right.
He was saying it's on my hand. It's fine. It didn't come off.
Just put a big old cast thing on or whatever, and club cast. And it'll be
Do
good.
his work.
Go to town.
Yeah.
He's a baller. I'm
Yeah.
just happy that I don't have anyone on, or any other running backs for Cincinnati. I mean, the only one
So
was
speaking of the running backs now, who do you think is going to take this backfield for this game?
Giovanni Bernard.
You think it's going to be him over
He
Mixon?
looked nice last game. Mixon had 8 carries for 9 yards last
He
game.
didn't look good, but sooner or later,
But it's that
they got to
was
figure it
his
out
first
with
game,
him.
and
They can't keep putting him back because they got to keep his confidence up.
Mm-hmm.
did they run him out of the shotgun? I don't recall that, but if they did, they shouldn't have because I feel like Joe Mixon would be better as a I formation back. He needs a fullback too. Like if he had a decent fullback, he could find anywhere.
He needs some experience. Just, all he needs is some.
We're just used to the Kareem Hunts and Dalvin Cooks
Yeah.
and Leonard Fournette's just going off in their first game.
Right.
You can't. Sometimes the rookies fall into that McCaffrey and clearly Joe Mixon category where it's
McCaffrey has the potential, like from what I saw. Like,
he just fumbled once. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's
he had a
fine.
lot of catches.
So.
But Joe Mixon, though, I think he can take it over in this game if Giovanni Bernard and Jeremy Hill are doing mediocre again.
Jeremy Hill did nothing special, did he?
Oh, he was terrible. They didn't play him for most of the first half because they started him. He played in 10 snaps, dude. 10 snaps.
Oof.
That means he played 10 plays.
I want to look up his stats.
And he was the starter. I don't know. I don't have any faith in that kid.
I don't either. I don't have much in Jeremy Hill, neither does the offense there. So he had 6 for 26.
Which isn't terrible.
Nope. So
I've seen worse, but it's just who he is. I don't know.
1 reception, -2 yards. Nice, but he has definitely declined most over the years. So, I mean, only averaged 3.8 yards a carry last year. So Jeremy Hill wasn't anything spectacular.
And he was like 3.6 the year before, something like that. Yeah.
So he had the 1,000 yard season in 2014, his rookie year. Great touchdown total, but he's the plotter.
He had a good year. His rookie year was really good. He had 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Okay, so let's do something new. We haven't even talked about this. I'm going to start it off. Since the football season has started, let's predict who wins and the score.
I like it.
Do that?
I like it a lot. Houston.
It's a hard one.
Houston 17-13.
I think 17-13 is the score.
I think it's going to go a little bit bigger. I think that it's going to, the offenses are both going to figure it out, and it's going to be, well, let's say 28-21 in favor of Houston.
Okay. I think Andy Dalton's going to turn it around and he's going to go off. I think it's going to be, I was going to say 24-21, just like Denver and the Charger game. I think it's going to be that close.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a real close game. Not too exciting. Team might come back.
It's going to be a dogfight to get to those 28 points and a dogfight to get to those 21.
I think the run game is what's going to really impact this game.
Yeah.
Someone's got to get it started. Somebody's got to figure it out.
Because they know there's freaking all-star or Pro Bowl receivers on both teams.
Mm-hmm.
They know that it's going to be a passing game, so what they're going to do is leave the box not that stacked, and then they're going to guard their receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So the running backs have to step up their job, and the one who's proven himself is Lamar Miller.
Mm-hmm.
He can. He's done a full workload. He didn't do much with it last year, but in Miami,
he was so good, dude. He was so good in Miami. I don't know, but yeah. So you say 24-21 Bengals.
28-21.
You said 28-21 Houston. 17-13 Houston. So we're both going Houston.
Scott over here thinks he knows stuff.
We'll have the other games on our Friday edition, y'all. We'll talk about how this game happens, what happens in this game. Hopefully, something
Exactly.
good.
True.
Excuse me. Remember, it's last name first. Okay, you do.
Yeah, bro. Last name first. First name last.
Excuse my hiccups.
He's even on. Who are you? You do that.
Oh.
Excuse me. So Lamar Miller last year, though, even on a bad year, he got 1,000 yards, just low on touchdown total. If he up the touchdown total,
he's never had under 4 yards per carry.
No,
it's pretty good.
Except for so far this year.
3.8. Yeah, that's 17-65, 2 catches, 31 yards. That's the catches that's really gonna.
He was 2 for 2 though, so that's good.
I'm hoping that he gets more passes in the.
You should, with Watson being there by Tom Savage.
Hopefully.
Tom
Savage thought he was Brett Favre.
You were not savage.
That's the epitome of ironic.
For real. You have a really cool last name with our society, thinking that savage is a cool word to say.
Savage, bro.
Tom Savage is the least savage part of that team. So
he's terrible.
He's very bad. Deshaun Watson will be a saver for their team, and it's good to do that because it's good to put Savage out there because he's kind of just like the feel good for Watson. So he's like, oh, that's all I gotta come pass up is that terrible quarterback play. Cool. There's no pressure. Takes pressure off when he watches that man struggle. Now it's like, well,
I
All right, I can do what he's doing more.
I can go slay my shiz.
Right.
I can go do my thing.
It's like Drew Stanton here in Arizona. Dude's just the greatest backup. Pick City left and right. That's right.
Yeah, when he goes into the game, he throws picks. I think Blaine Gabbert would do good.
Yeah, I think so too.
I know that sounds laughable, but
It does.
And if he doesn't, then okay, one person that I think that would be really good with the Cardinals, who's still a free agent, and his name's always out there. You already know what I'm saying. Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick was with the Cardinals. He'd look pretty nice.
And to go back and play against the 49ers.
Oh, I think he'd look good in the Cardinals uniform.
Hey, Matt Leinart.
Not everyone could get a Sam Bradford. No, I'm just kidding. Or a Derek Carr.
Matt Leinart looked pretty good in a Cardinals uniform.
Yeah, he did, but he sucked.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Because he
terrible.
played for USC.
You suck central.
Oh, why you gotta be so rude?
One good thing though for Cincinnati, which might change the game, is John Ross might play, and if he plays, then I think they win 20-17. But since he's highly questionable and it's a short week, I doubt he plays. He hasn't played yet for them. Oh, and that was the news update that we are live. No, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to make something up, you guys. You see, it's a chillax little thing. I'm leaning back, doing the rock-aware.
Yeah, it's Thursday night preview. We can relax, you know.
Exactly.
I wish we didn't have regular jobs. We just do this in the morning like every other podcast does.
Yep.
Right?
That would be
Get all the information.
Shoot.
Just do it then. There.
Oh, we got all the info for you guys. It's just sometimes we can't get it to you on time because, unfortunately, we have work ethics. And
We're not privileged.
if we ever get that opportunity, we'll blow up. And I know we'll blow up in the right way.
We'll make it happen, though.
Oh,
sure.
Well, because we actually genuinely care. And we're not doing this out of our own big-headedness.
It's kind of like Freestyle Friday right now, but Wednesday.
But better.
And better.
Because we have football to talk about and not the possibility of what would happen
That's true.
in the coming weeks of when football will happen.
So let's recap real quick before we get some more nonsense. AJ Green, play him, rock him,
Yes.
normal.
AJ Green play.
Now, let's talk about if there's a second on the team that could possibly step up. A LaFell or a Taj Boyd or
John Ross coming back.
John Ross or somebody in
Playing
that
his first
category.
game.
So you think that's one of those guys could be an impact player to change the game?
John Ross.
I would like to say John Ross, but he hasn't had much time on the field, and I don't know what his conditioning is going to be. So if he takes 2 deep routes, will he come back gassing or what?
He's like, Coach, I need to be out for like 10 minutes.
You know?
But if he's got that, then I feel like he can take the top off, and he might not do great. But if he takes the top off and they're starting to worry about that, that leaves AJ Green there. Like, what up, yo? One-on-one coverage. I'm taking that all day. Because AJ Green reminds me is similar to Julio Jones. And they both have a catch radius that is
Out of this world. Almost literally. I mean, they just
like,
reached out of this world.
looks like Scoop. Oh, thank you. Oh, what?
Good stuff, man.
What? Same with Antonio Brown, but
Antonio Brown's a freak.
oh man. I don't know. I feel like what screwed Houston though was their distraction of Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
So
That
I feel
too.
like now
And
it's gonna
JJ
be-
Watt not being on the field.
That sucked though. Seeing JJ Watt go down, especially since he was.
That guy's the man, dude.
He's a good human being, bro. He
Absolutely
deserves
good
to
man.
stay, or to stay to be healthy. Same with David Johnson though, but you can't change that.
Nope. It's a hard situation. So I'm looking at the depth chart here. Now, as our second receiver for the Texans, because Will Fuller's hurt. Don't forget.
Again? Still, I
Yeah,
mean.
he's been out. So, but you got Braxton Miller and Jalen Strong.
Jalen Strong is back. That's who's gonna make an impact. Jalen Strong. He wasn't there last week, and he's back this week. And out of the most ridiculous college, Arizona State.
Actually, I used to work with a guy at one of my jobs that played football with him at ASU.
He's a baller.
You know?
He dislocated his shoulder against U of A, caught a touchdown later on in that drive.
Oh my gosh.
Dislocated shoulder and everything. One hand too.
So would that be a certain guy that you'd want to pick up off the waiver wire?
I would wait though until this next week, but because I don't know how his chemistry is with Watson because he wasn't in there with him.
True.
Yeah, he was suspended.
Oh, he was suspended?
Yeah.
Didn't even know that.
I'm just trying to think real quick. I
He
don't know if the offense is high powered enough to really make him fantasy relevant, though.
With Watson there, I feel like it'll step its game up because he likes to throw it downfield or run it. And when you have a quarterback that can run,
Like a
people
Mario.
start to collapse in and leave your receivers one-on-one or in man coverage when it was supposed to be zone, so it messes the defensive stuff up. So you're going to have Jalen Strong who can run routes and who's kind of fast. He'll be able to toast people.
What about
Braxton Miller's got wheels, but wasn't he a quarterback before?
He was.
I know.
I just don't know anybody that would step up there.
So you still believe that Houston's
It's basically just DeAndre.
Bruce
That's the only one I have confidence in.
So do you still think that
out.
Houston would win?
I mean, their defense is good enough to get them that win.
They have to be.
But without
They have to,
pushing,
Might have to change my thing. I think they're only going to score like 18 points.
yeah, that's why I said 17,
Oh.
man. I was like
Mm-hmm.
17-13, but if John Ross plays, then Cincinnati wins. It's not that I don't believe in Cincinnati. It's that their defense is
I'll leave it
terrible.
I'll leave it at 28 because I think the defense is going to do a pick six or a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
That'd be awesome.
So Houston's defense got those capabilities.
Or get a fumble, recover it all the way to the one, hand it off to Lamar Miller. Throw it to Lamar Miller. Never mind for 1 year. That'll give me 7 points instead of 6.
Whatever works.
That'd be nice.
So, no, it's gonna be. I'm hoping the Thursday games now are more interesting than they used to be. Let's put it
Oh,
like
like
that.
this one? Oh,
Are they
terrible.
are they still doing the crazy jersey things or whatever?
They
Color
were
rush?
color rushes.
Color rush. Crap.
Hopefully, that'd be cool. I think they got the new Nike ones or whatever that they're doing.
I think the Texans will be good because they did the were
No,
they
that's
red?
just the Lions.
They did the all red ones last year, didn't they? Weren't they all red?
Yeah, they had all red.
Yeah, and then what would the Bengals are gonna go with all whites? They're gonna have to because they can't go with their orange.
Ooh, that'd be dirty, all orange.
Yeah,
They'd
what
look
if
like the
the one
Browns.
team has to go on the. Their orange is way
Lighter.
cooler than the Browns.
Yeah. Oh, it's not. Theirs is a poop orange.
orange.
The Browns literally have an
Yeah.
orange that's a brown orange. But they're called the Browns. They should be called the Broranges.
Oranges.
Boranges.
Oranges. So,
Okay.
color rushes will be. Are you looking them up?
I am. The Bengals one looks pretty cool.
Are they doing color rush? I don't think they're doing color rush.
Or are they doing sweet Nike swag styles?
I hope so,
Like
dude.
college.
I wish they would do something like that or have like nicknames on the back of their jerseys for Thursday. Do something. Let them wear sick cleats. Why aren't they allowed to wear those customized cleats that look legit? Like Randy Moss's, the ones that he had for Randy Moss. Yeah, that's pretty lit. That
Probably.
navy blue.
Probably put a picture up. Show these guys what the pictures
It
look
was
like.
last year's, but we can see.
Oh, that was last year.
Or you can Google it.
Or Googling. True story.
You guys looking at? You guys all looking at
I'm
them?
still looking. I'm just looking at to see if they have the color rushes this year.
Interesting. Well. Are you looking at the color rushes too?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll give you guys other information on the.
Texans and Bengals will wear color rush jerseys. Cool. So there's confirmation that they will happen. There we go. Yep, same ones as last year.
Let's see.
Bengals all white,
Oh, yeah, they're all
Texans
white.
all blue.
Yeah. We'll see.
That'll be dope. That'll be fun. But that gives us a recap of our Thursday night preview.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's a better game than we think. But
Thursday night games are usually dog crap. But
one last rundown. Starts. Automatic starts. Obviously AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins. I'd say Lamar Miller too. just because the Bengals defense gave up a lot of rushing yards to.
Is Perfect still out?
Yes.
Then yes, start him.
Especially since the freaking Bengals gave up like 180 rushing yards to the Ravens, who aren't the greatest rushing team. I mean, they're not terrible. They're not terrible at all.
No, they're not that great though.
And Lamar Miller takes advantage of situations like that. But I'd say those are starts. Sit. Don't sit AJ Green. You'd be dumb. Sit Andy Dalton.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Sit him. You even drop him. There's other
You can
quarterbacks
pick
out there.
up Matthew Stafford, Sam Bradford, who is
Carson Wentz would be better.
Carson Wentz. I would go for him, to be honest, because I feel like he had a more proven game versus a more stout defense.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith, yes, but that's Alex Smith, the same one who throws
Yeah.
for 200 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Who gets you 14 fantasy points.
Right.
Yep.
But those are the starts.
Now,
Sits.
wait till week 2 to really figure things out.
Yep.
'Cause week
Yeah.
1's a feeler for all teams to see where they're at. They actually get their first team offensive run and first team defensive run and see how they are in their progress and things like that. That's a feeler game. So now, week 2 comes. This is
Now
where you
it's
start
kinda
seeing where your players are at, how they
Stand
handle
up.
it. Yep.
What the dealio is.
Mhm.
For realio.
For real. Sweetness. Man, this wraps up our week 2 game preview for Thursday night.
Wraps it up just like a sprained ankle, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god.
A lot of people this past week, that's for sure.
Yes, so many ankle injuries.
Thank you guys for joining us again.
Again, baby, we
Again?
love you.
Again.
We're gonna make this happen. Just live through this with us.
And yes, we'll see you guys again.
Y'all have a beautiful night, okay?
Adios.